I have come to the understanding the world is not like broken women. It does not like traumatized women. It does not like women who have been dragged through the mud, who has done anything and everything for love. And it's so easy to sit there and judge and judge. It's your fault you keep on going back to that relationship where he beats you, where he emotionally and verbally assaults you and just drags you through the mud. Don't you think victims know that shit? Don't you think women out there who keep going back to men and women who treat them awful know that they have a problem? And you sitting down there saying it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault, does what? I'm so sick and tired of seeing the comments on Cassie regarding what she tolerated because she was in love. You have done worse, or you have done things that you have regretted so deeply, maybe not as bad, but so deeply, all for love. So for you to sit down there and be like, she knew what she was doing. She was 19. I don't know about you. When I was 19 years old, I was gullible. I believed anything and everything. I was silly. I was stupid. I did anything for love. I embarrassed myself for love. I go back to relationships that drain me, and I still have a hard time not going back. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be so honest with you. And for me to sit down there and hear the stories this poor woman has gone through breaks my heart. And there are people out there saying like, oh my God, look at her husband. Alex Fine, by the way. Alex Fine. Google the man. Has stood by her side. And people are just like, oh my God, if I was her husband and I had to go sit down and hear how people peed in her mouth, hearing how people like finished on her, hearing this, hearing that, I would leave her. I don't understand. I know she's embarrassed. First off, that man has known her, has probably heard those stories over and over and over and over again. She has went to rehab. She has done extensive therapy. She is with a man who makes her feel safe, loved, cared for. You think if she didn't have that man in her corner, she would be strong enough to fight the fight that she's fighting? Not a lot of people could deal with a traumatized woman who is hurting. And I'm not sitting down here and saying, oh my God, yes, jump towards traumatized women, jump towards traumatized men. There's a line. All of us have our own baggage. All of us have been broken. All of us have been hurt. Some more than others. Sometimes it's even self-abusive. Some people go back and go back and go back. Like the person they're with is their drug and they can't help it. They can't help it. So for the love of God, it's just so suffocating. Back to the concept at hand. That was her drug. That was her drug. And she did whatever it took to please him. And she had enough. And people hate on her, shit on her, and just drag her. I remember when it came out back in 2023, I saw the comments, and they were women. And when I tell you women let me down so immensely, because I've said this before, no one knows my struggle like a woman because I'm a woman. And I'm not reaching out to a man to understand that concept. I'm reaching out to a woman and seeing women drag her to filth, saying she just want money. She just want money. Like, oh my God, like she just wants money. Why is she talking about it now? Dragging her. I remember another situation, Gisele, the woman who was in her 50s and her husband drugged and raped her. Her husband had her drugged and had other men come in and rape her. I'm going to link the story in my description. It's a lot. And I remember sharing that story on my Instagram. Social media, although people don't like to say it's a real place, a lot of people go there and they show their true faces. They show who they really are. People are just like, oh my God, grandma is freaky and grandma got discovered and now she's mad. Her husband got so comfortable. He slipped up and took pictures at the mall of someone's skirt. Like, I believe he took pictures of girls and like when they were walking up the stairs, like under their skirt. And cops pulled him over. Cops investigated the situation. They went through his phone. He had a file called abuse. And it was his wife, who looked like she was not coherent at all, being raped. Do you know how bad it has to be for people to visibly see the video and see that you don't look like you're present? You don't look like you're there at all? And she had complaints upon complaints about like forgetting stuff, like her memory is bad. He drugged her and kept on experimenting on her to see how far he could take it. his wife. And she remembered the conversation of him wanting to explore these things, and she told him no. She told him, no, I don't want to do these kinky things. I'm not comfortable with it. And he was just like, I'm not going to take your consent. I'm just going to do what I want because I'm a man. I'm not saying all men, but it's always a man. Women tend to look at men as snakes. Not all of them are venomous, but you look at all of them as venomous. And it breaks my heart that women can never, I'm not saying every victim is a victim. I know that there are women out there that are shameless and just fucking evil to lie about being essayed and being beaten and being abused. I'm not saying all women are saints and all people are victims, but there are men and women out there that have shared their story and have been crucified. I will never sit here and judge you because you keep going back to places and people who hate you and shit on you and drag you. I would try to understand you. That's all I'm saying. The lack of empathy, the lack of understanding. And it bothers me so much because people are so quick to sit there and be all high and mighty and be like, you're the problem, it's your fault, it's your fault. They know that they're the problem. They know, they keep going back. They know. And you pointing out the issue does what? Provide a safe space. Let your friend talk about the situation 124 times. It is not a big deal. If you have a problem, email me. I have an email. I'll link it below as well. Email me. You could email me every day until you get it off your chest. I am not going to condemn anyone, shame anyone, drag anyone to filth because they feel how that they should be loved is dragged and mercilessly be just crucified. It's exhausting to see people shame others. I talked about the Kanye West situation where his wife was basically naked and people were just shitting on her. I know accountability is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. But it's sad to me that she felt like her husband or partner, whoever he was to her, looks at her and views her as an object and shows by his actions he does not respect her. He just looks at her as something to use. And that's how she feels like she should be loved. And you're telling me I should sit down there and be like, you're evil, you're the problem, it's you. My heart breaks if you feel that's the way that you should be loved. So to all the women out there, I don't ever want you to stop speaking about your trauma, but don't sit here and ridicule yourself 10 times further because I know that you have a problem doing that. I have a problem doing that as well. But don't stop speaking up. Don't let the ignorant, weirdos, sick, evil, narcissistic people tell you more about yourself. They will never know you. They don't have your phone number. They don't have your address. They don't even know your middle name. They don't know your birthday. Don't let them get into your head. And even when you share your trauma and people don't believe you, find other people that do and just let it off your chest. Okay? I don't care if the world does not like victims. I remember seeing this one video, this one little clip of Andrew Tate saying, oh, never date a traumatized woman. The concept that I understood is don't date somebody who's not trying to deal with their trauma. Okay? Again, deal with your trauma, get it off your chest, seek help, be with people who do not shame you, who do not condemn you. Do not spread the poison, the venom. It is so easy to cop out, and way too many people do that. Do not be a coward. As always, I love you, I care about you, I respect you, and I just want the best for you. And don't let this world shame you, ridicule you, and make you punish more for other people's sin. I would hate to sit down there and tell a little girl, it's your fault that you were essayed. It's your fault that you were raped. I would hate to do that to somebody. I would hate to sit down and tell a woman, it's your fault you keep going back to get your butt beat. It's your fault you keep letting yourself be used. I would try to understand why she keeps doing this to herself. And I feel like I've been talking in circles, but it just breaks my heart. And I hope you understood today's video. And I'll see you for the next time. Bye.